Hi everyone, and thanks for watching. In this video we're going to show you how to use iMax CRM's very robust open house feature. You've probably never seen anything quite like this. It's really well organized and well thought out. If you're not using it, you should start right away. Let's just jump in and I'll show you how it works. To get there, from your dashboard, you have to go on the left-hand side underneath Properties, go to Open Houses. To make a new open house, click on the plus Open House button. From here, the most important things to fill out are date and time. When is the open house going to be? So if that's going to be this weekend, you can use the calendar to do that. How long is the open house going to run for? A lot of times it's like 4 hours. Oh, I can set the time here as well. I forgot to do that. Bear with me. 10 a.m. Over here at client listing, you got to associate a listing with an open house. So if you already have an IDX connected to iMax CRM, all your listings will be here automatically. If you don't, no big deal. You can add a new listing on the fly by hitting this little plus button. And I'm just going to click this button to show you what that looks like. Address, city, state, listing status, um, property type, just some basic information about this listing. If you're working on a team, you can decide who the assigned agent is. Otherwise, it'll just show up as you. And then you save when you're done. I'm going to skip that step, just wanted to show it to you. I'll go ahead and click on one of these listings that I already have inside the system. And agent assigned, if you're working with a team or a brokerage, you can assign this open house to one of your agents. Assigning the open house means that's the agent that's going to be there, and that's the agent that any leads are going to be associated with. So that's how you set up the open house. Once you're done, you hit the save button. All right, so one of the nice things is that your agent, or you, if you're an individual agent, you're going to get an email before the open house that will give you a link to start the open house. Um, and by starting the open house, I'm going to show it to you, but you can do it from the CRM as well. Back over here under Properties and Open Houses, you can see any of the open houses that you have up and coming. To get the open house started, you just click this little start button right here. And by starting the open house, I'm talking about you're actually at the open house. It's time to get that started. You can have a computer open, or a tablet, or even phone, and you can start your open house. With your open house started, it'll have a picture of the property here. If you've added a picture to your property, great. If not, I believe this is the default. And it has the information about the property that you've entered all right here. So people can see a little bit about the property here. If you have new people coming in, they can sign in. So if they click on this, it'll take them directly to a form which they can sign in. Required fields are first, last, mobile, and email. And there's some other fields here as well. Open house sign in. Mobile 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 0. Okay. Just going to do something generic, obviously. Test open house at test.com. And you can add more information here. How'd you hear about us, right? Do you have a home to sell? Are you pre-approved for a loan? Are you working with an agent? If they say yes, then they can put in their agent information in here as well. So some really good questions in here, and then they can just submit. Once one person signs in, it'll give him a thank you message. If you hit finish, it'll take you right back over to the sign-in sheet. So the next group can sign in, whoever comes in. You don't actually have to have the people coming in fill this in. You can fill this in for them. If you have a tablet, right, you can have this at the ready and then just sign your guests in as time comes. Alternatively, if you have people come and sign in on a manual sheet, you can do some data entry later on once again and sign them in. It's pretty easy to do. So whenever you're done with your open house, you can just close this tab. You can come back to the open house area within iMax CRM. You can take a look at it. So if I click on Actions and View, it'll tell me about the property. Again, I have the link if I want to restart the open house or log in new sign-ins manually. I can click this link and it'll take me right back to the screen I just showed you. You can see who signed in. I had an open house sign in, and then I also had another sign in here. One of the things that you can do automatically is just send a thank you note and a feedback request just by clicking request feedback. So if I do this, you get a pop-up saying yes, feedback has been sent. For everybody that's signed up for the open house, you can see the feedback status. That feedback has been requested. Once one person has given feedback, then you're going to notice the status will change. And to give you an example of that, let me open up what the feed request looks like. So I actually registered for my own open house, and it says, Stephen, thanks for visiting our open house for the property, and this was the name of the property. Click below to provide your feedback. So now, as the person that had provided feedback, if I click that link, it takes me right back over to a place where I can add some feedback about this property. I have interest in this property. Yeah. Notify me. Yes, please. And whatever comments you want to say. That this was a beautiful home, but I couldn't get past the smell. I like to joke around, so I'm just gonna go ahead and hit submit. Okay, now this person has provided some feedback. This is what they say. Look forward to speaking with you soon. Okay, so I'm gonna go ahead and close this out. So if I go back over to my open house and I refresh, notice how for this user it says feedback submitted. So now I know I've gotten feedback from that person. Okay, so this has been an overview of the open house functionality in iMax CRM. Thank you so much for watching.